here for you.
Before you go into Brad's story, I just want to say I appreciate you coming and being on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I saw your thing, and then literally, like, somebody on my Facebook posted about it the next day. Was F-150 Man found?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I got to reach out to her.
Yeah.
And like, you were right on it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also are a different kind of guest. I think you're coming in with like just like a really hopeful story that I think everybody trying to find like that love, like we locked eyes and then I finally found him. Like, yeah, it didn't end. I think it ended positively, but it didn't end in like this right off into the sunset thing. But it's not like it disheartened you.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
so
no.
you're starting off with a happy moment instead of like, oh, let me tell you about dating apps. Like, oh my God, dick pics. Guys suck. I hate men. So yeah, you bring such a, I think, lively perspective, which is why I'm being witty so quick instead of at the end of the show. But anyways, all right. So let's talk about Bradley.
Yes.
Cooper?
Brad. I wish.
Me too.
No, unfortunately not.
Why'd you look at me like that?
Really quick, I just
Better than Brad Pitt.
I just noticed this. This is really funny.
It's true.
Not for me. I'm more of like the gnome,
Yeah.
the garden gnome.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there in the garden.
Stands there
I'm probably
stiff.
the little kitty.
Oh, there you
I
go.
like the kitty. Yeah.
Yeah, he waves at people. All right. Anyways, Bradley.
Brad. So I did meet Brad on a dating app.
Which app?
Tinder, before you had to pay for it. So this was
I wouldn't know I'm banned.
Years ago.
fresh Tinder, yeah. Brad was 6'2", very muscular.
Like really muscular.
Yeah, really muscular.
Hold on.
Bl-
Hold on. Before we go any further, whose is bigger?
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Stop it.
Whose is bigger?
They literally look the same size. His arm is just bigger.
Who's?
His actual arm is like longer.
Okay. Anyways, keep going.
Who's is nicer? Look at those suckers. All right. That's for you.
I got a keg, so
So yeah, I met Brad from Tinder. This was still in Hampstead. This was still at the beach. We talked for maybe a week or two. Very good conversation. I felt comfortable talking to him. We wanted to meet, and he suggested that I come to his house.
oh boy, here we go.
Which because we had been talking and I felt comfortable, I was like, okay, it wasn't far away.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, no worries. Like, I'll go. And
Question real quick. Because you went to his house here, if you weren't comfortable and a guy asked you to go to your house, like his house for the first date, would you?
now,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, so it's all about the safety. Like you feel comfortable going there.
Yes.
Okay. We hear this all the time of like men asking women to come to their house on the first date, and we just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like that's just not. You don't do that.
So that was that was before all of my trauma.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
keep
So
going.
I felt comfortable going.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come.
And how old were you at this time?
18.
Okay, so you're still young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still young.
So you're able to make mistakes then. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I get there. It's a small house, but it's a house. It's cute. And he meets me out front. Very charming, very nice.
You were 18. How old was he?
Probably in his 20s. He was a few years older than me, but not a lot.
Yeah.
Like not weirdly a lot.
No, not weirdly a lot. So he invites me into his house, and I walk in, and literally from wall to wall, there's dead animals hanging everywhere.
Like ones he's killed?
I guess
It has to be.
or maybe they were gifts from. I don't know.
No, he
Were
killed
they
him.
like-
If he's hanging him,
Like-
he killed him.
Were they like stinky dead animals or
on
like
plaques.
stuffed?
Oh yeah, stuffed.
Okay. Because it'd be weird if it was
plaques.
like just roadkill hanging on his
Jeffrey
walls.
Dahmer, yeah.
So in between his dead animals, there's all of these Olin Mills, like professional photographer, like pictures in frames, large ones, between the animals of him and his little white Shih Tzu.
Wow.
Do you see the contradiction?
Yes.
Hold on. What is Olin Mills?
Okay, so you know how when you used to go into Kmart, they had that little area where you could get your pictures taken?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, like a professionally done photo
So-
of him with his dog next to these killed animals. There's
Like
a
a
contradiction there.
Kmart, like they take their hands and tilt your head a certain
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
Like with him and his dog.
A little white shih
Not
tzu.
only that, but remember what
Did
she
he
said.
still have the dog?
Yeah. The dog
I just
was
want
there.
to I just want to point out the major red flag that we just uncovered. She said that he was charming.
Yes.
And then you go into his house, he's got dead animals and then pictures of himself. That
With
is
his
a
fucking-
everywhere.
red flag.
Every wall.
Okay.
Every
So
wall.
pictures of himself and the dog on every wall, or pictures of himself?
With the dog.
With
So
the
no
dog.
like solo pictures of himself?
No, they are solo pictures. Well,
I'm without the dog.
oh.
There probably was, but no, most of them were with his
So all over the house, pictures of him and his dog.
wall to wall. I'm not exaggerating. You couldn't see the wall. It was dead animals.
And
Pictures of him and his Shih Tzu.
Oh my-
like if it was a fucking pit bull and like the pit bull actually killed the animals,
Like, if it was like
I
a-
get it.
like
But
a
a Shih Tzu.
trophy
Like a hunting
winning
dog,
pit
right.
bull or something.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
it's a Shih Tzu. It's this
So-
white
And
little
he's-
thing.
He's
He's
a big man
big boy.
with this little white fluffy dog.
So you're in
What
his
was
house,
the dog's name?
I don't
Peanut?
remember.
Oh,
I
damn
don't
it.
remember.
Jocko. So
This is
you're
beast.
there and you see all these pictures.
It's overwhelming.
So-
So initially I walk in and I'm like, holy shit. This guy, does he like animals or not? Because I'm confused.
clearly likes his
Yeah. Loves his dog.
Loves his dog. Like when I played it cool while I was there, but I knew that no.
You know what? I'm thinking about this. If I walked into somebody's house and they had all these pictures or like these stuffed animals, I'd be like, hunt much? I just asked like some random like Captain Obvious, be like, oh, so I see you like to kill animals.
You hit all these with your Chevy?
Like, oh, where'd you get that guy? Yeah, did your Shih Tzu get it?
His little runner.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So, how long did you stay at this house?
I hung out for maybe an hour or two, not very long because
Did you bump uglies with him?
no,
Okay.
yeah, not at all.
You seem like a really good not bumping uglies on the first fucking, like you seem like you know when to bump uglies and when not to.
Yeah, I would say that's probably accurate.
You're
Because I have on the first date.
oh, of course.
Yeah, I think we all
Well,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, but
But you seem to
I
be
kno-
a bit conservative these days.
Yeah, well, I know
Well,
if
that
I
was
feel
18
like,
years old, but never mind.
but I still feel like I knew if that was going to go somewhere or not, or if I knew what was up and I was okay with it. So
And you immediately knew that was not okay. So no bumping uglies. Like you're the Sahara Desert. Like he's not hunting in this territory,
no,
right?
no, because
That was fucking good.
it was so odd. It was so odd to me. I love my animals. I love my dogs.
We know.
I love my cats. I got a fish. Like I love my animals, but I don't have any framed pictures, professional pictures of us hanging up in my house, and I'm a female.
Yeah.
So what the hell?
Yeah. So that's insane. So is that your first experience with a guy that is just like obsessed with not only himself, his dog, but hunting?
No, not the hunting part, but the him and his dog, absolutely.
Yeah.
So where did it go from there?
We just hung out, chatted, and I made up an excuse to leave.
What was the excuse? You remember?
Probably that I needed to go do something for my mom. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
probably had to go home. I mean,
Yeah.
you're probably still living at home at this time,
I
so
was,
it's easy.
yeah, 100%.
Use the mom excuse.
Yeah.
Everybody uses that shit.
Yeah.
She used the mom excuse, but then
It was
the Dominican
one of the
guy.
other dudes you talked about used the mom excuse.
The Dominican guy used the mom excuse, and then she used
Yeah.
the mom excuse. You see the contradiction there? No, I'm kidding.
Dude, I had to get out of there.
Yeah, yeah. So, was there any when you saw the animals? Was there fear at all? Like is he gonna stuff me? Like, is he gonna put me on his wall?
No.
Okay.
No, but
What are you laughing
I
about?
feel like it
Is he
concerned
gonna
me.
stuff me?
It concerned me more.
You didn't catch that shit?
No, because
You didn't catch that coming out of your own
because
damn
my
mouth?
mind doesn't think like that. I'm just like,
You
I'm
gonna stuff me?
okay, so you laugh at the stuff, but not the Sahara Desert thing. Like he's not hunting. It was a good hunting reference. Okay,
I think I
anyways,
stopped paying attention at that point.
We know. Anyway, all right. So there's no safety issue there. All right. Well, I think we. And where'd you meet it? Oh, Tinder.
Yeah.
Tinder. That's right. And then so once you left and you had to go home, how was the communication after that?
I was honest with him. I told him that I couldn't handle the pictures of him and his dog.
Like right away.
You said
Yeah.
that for real? What did he say back?
Yeah, he was really pissed.
Ooh.
How, like, what
He
did he
was
say?
he was so fucking offended. Like blew me up all over Facebook. Like
No shit.
this girl's such a bitch. Yeah.
Like I just made a TikTok today about this. Like, why can't people? And I'm gonna say males because I've turned down women over, like, hey, I'm just not interested, and they're just like, okay, good luck to you or whatever. And when I get it back, I won't respond because I don't need to respond, or I'll just be like, okay, hey, I enjoyed our time, thank you,
Right.
type thing. But I'm starting seeing now that when men get rejected, no matter how it is, they fucking blow up. Like their ego is just like diminished, and they're like using words like purported or dejected, or they're so offended that they're gonna blast you on Facebook. Like,
oh yeah.
like chill, bro. Like it's okay that you got rejected.
Yeah.
And she's giving you a reason, so it's not like, hey, I'm just not that. It's not even like I just don't think it's gonna work. Like to me, that kind of requires a little bit more. Like, why don't you think it's gonna work? But you're also not entitled to that response. So, but the fact that you gave him a reason, that's just not something you're into. You don't like the fact that he's got all these dead animals and then pictures of him and his dog. Like, to me, I would have been like, okay, but that's me. Like, that's
Was
just
there not one single picture of him and his mom?
No.
jeez. And it's a Shih Tzu. It's a shit. It starts with shit, which means you can see what kind of dog that is.
Yeah.
Anybody has a Shih Tzu, we love you. Family friendly show here.
Yeah, it's nothing against the dog.
It's nothing against the dog, not at all. But all right. So what's your next story? Is it another funny one?
Yeah, I have so many.
I love that you came so prepared.
Yeah.
Future
So,
guests, come prepared.
I think
Yeah, you're setting a standard.
well, we can talk about the steroid guy.
Yes, let's talk about the steroid guy since Rain's on steroids.
Yeah.
Because I look like I'm on steroids.
So I mentioned earlier that I worked at Bonefish Grill.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay. So there was a cook at Bonefish Grill.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
He knew
Very.
how to sling a piece of meat, didn't he?
He did. He did.
I jumped the gun.
Good for you. But yeah. So he was
Wait, yeah, to which one? Rain's comment?
both.
Stop me when. No, you're lying. It's not that big.
No. Oh, I didn't know that's what we were doing.
Okay.
I didn't either.
Sorry. I missed that. My bad.
Okay, we'll do
Keep
it
going.
again.
Keep going.
I feel dejected.
Yeah, you should. It's well deserved. Keep going.
But he was super handsome, muscular, tall.
You
There
seem
is
to
a
like
fucking
tall,
trend here.
muscular.
Blonde
guy.
hair, blue eyes.
I don't have a type. They're all tall, but she is 5'2".
This is when I'm
We both
18
said
and,
it.
and I'm fit as well. You know what I
Okay.
mean? This
Do you have any
is
stories from like recent? Okay,
Yeah.
but keep
Okay,
going with
keep
this.
going with this
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
and
keep
then
going.
we're gonna go to recent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I have one from 2 Valentine's days
Okay.
ago. That was a first date.
Okay.
I was going
So
to do
2
that one
years
next.
ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this guy, he was nice. He didn't chat me up as much as I wanted him to, but we spoke at work a lot, so it was more face-to-face interaction.
He worked with you?
Yeah, because we were always around each other.
Okay.
But our first date was, again, going to his house, which what I was okay with. I knew where it was going to go.
And
I was okay with it.
oh, okay. So you knew where it was going to go.
Yeah.
But then you also worked with him. So it's a little...
Well, I thought it was going to develop into something.
Right. But then it's also like you work with him. So you have that initial trust. Like,
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that. But,
Yeah. So I had probably worked at Bonefish for like 4 or 5 months before this.
And you're talking to him the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that's probably an okay scenario, but still kind of weird. But
Yeah.
anyways.
Well, we get there. We have a few drinks and we're talking and things are going well. They develop to us going to his room. And we're like in the middle of doing our thing.
Coitus. Yeah.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, I feel something dripping on my chest. And I was like, what the fuck is that? His nose is literally bleeding all over me.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, fucking gushing.
Damn.
All over me. There's blood everywhere.
What'd you do to that man?
It wasn't me.
It was the cocaine.
It was the roids.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did he have a really small penis?
No.
Because I know the
decent.
roids.
that's what I was saying. She said steroids. So I'm like, stop me when it...
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it was-
10 minutes later,
It was decent. No.
it was decent.
Yeah.
So they must not have been on the roids for too long.
Well, it wasn't.
First initial nosebleed.
Yeah. Well, he was pretty muscular. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like it
So he
looked.
just bled all over you, and then what?
Of course, he's mortified. I'm fucking mortified. I've got someone's blood all over me. Holy shit!
Did
know?
you think for a second you might be on your period?
No. No.
I'm just kidding.
Not at all.
landed on her chest.
A squirt and a period coming at the same time? You know, you never know.
No. Oh my God! Stop it.
He's a bitch.
All right, keep going, please.
Yeah. So, needless to say, things didn't go much further than that.
So you stopped.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So no one finishes but his nose.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like,
Thank you.
That was good. I like that.
Thank you.
I like that.
Now I don't have to make another funny the rest of the show.
Yeah, you
I am listening.
You finally accomplished your goal.
good job.
Thanks. I'm so proud of myself.
So yeah, he pretty much just escorted me out the door.
Oh, just like
Oh,
didn't
shit.
even give you a
Just
towel.
walked you out.
Oh yeah, he let me.
Oh,
he let me
he gave-
clean off.
okay,
yeah, but
thank
he's
God.
like, I'm so sorry.
Just walk out the door with a bloody shirt. Cop just happens to be standing there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no.
So you go back to work. I want to know the work scenario.
Oh, I mean, I'm talking about complete like I don't
forgot
even
he worked with
exist at this point. I don't exist anymore.
Oh yeah, either
Like
total
you were
embarrassment.
ignoring him, like just.
No, he's ignoring me.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like, I guess he felt so bad that had happened.
You're so sweet. I don't think that's what it was.
no,
he was just super embarrassed.
Yeah, I
He
don't
was
think.
super
Yeah,
embarrassed.
you're a very sweet person, and I'm not. That's not code for naive, but I think at 18, maybe a little. Yeah, no, I think that
He was
the fact
18?
No, she was,
And he was a couple years older.
and then
Yeah.
him ignoring you, like
He
it
was
was
just super
embarrassment.
embarrassed,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was super embarrassed, and it's like you thought it was going somewhere, but to me, that didn't sound like it's going
Did
anywhere.
it
was
bother
like,
you? Like you did you understand in the moment? Like, yeah, it was gross, but like in the moment and then after you cleaned up and whatever parted ways, did you understand?
like shit happened.
Yeah, like-
yeah,
like-
100%.
yeah.
Like,
Like-
I wasn't gonna hold it against him.
Yeah,
if
so-
that's what you mean. Yeah.
So you weren't like just turned off to the point where you're like, okay, yeah, next guy. Like you're just
no.
And that's
you
probably
were
what he
good.
felt.
Yeah,
but
no.
but in his mind, he thought, yeah, like I
it's
just
fucking
I
done,
just
yeah.
ruined it.
Yeah, did you tell him that at all? Did you tell him like, hey?
Did you ever
No.
talk to him ever again?
I asked him if he was okay. Like, I was
I'm
genuine.
fine.
I was like genuinely like,
Yeah.
are you good? Like,
Yeah.
is everything okay? And then I guess word got around what had happened, the restaurant, and I got told that it's because he's doing steroids.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm like, okay, well,
Was he snorting them?
I don't know.
No,
I don't.
it's definitely a side effect.
I have no idea. I've never.
Done steroids?
Yeah, I don't know. Does it make your nose bleed? I don't know.
I mean, it has different side effects. It's usually bad acne on the back, and shriveled members. I mean, whatever other chemicals that are in that drug, it could cause.
We'll never
Yes.
truly figure it out.
We won't. So at 18, he kind of ignores you. You find out that it's this. How did that make you feel?
I guess it kind of made me feel like he definitely just wanted some ass.
Yeah. Okay. So
But he didn't finish.
No, he didn't.
he still got ass though.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. So he's not talking. You feel like this. How did other people treat you? Did they just say, "Oh yeah, that happened to me"? Because for them to say he's on steroids, it's like, "Oh yeah, he's on steroids." Like, what did you expect? He's done it to me too.
No, but I would say it was maybe like a month later, and then he was dating another girl in the restaurant.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like actually dating. Like they were together for a while.
I wonder if when they first fucked, he put cotton balls up his nose.
Just in case.
Okay. This is known to happen when my blood rushes. When the blood
Ignore
rushes
the
and the
cotton
run
balls.
flows. Yeah.
Had tampon strings hanging out of his
Oh,
nose.
jeez. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, well, don't worry. I'm bleeding too.
We can share.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm bleeding too. Yeah.
We'll
So,
alternate.
yeah. All right. And that was Bradley, right? Oh, no. Bradley was the headless wonder.
No, I actually don't remember his name.
Good for you. He's not worth it. Just Bleeder. We'll call him the Bleeder.
Yeah.
The bleeder.
The
Yeah.
Bleeder.
The old vampire.
Do you think that was worth it?
As far as what?
Like, the whole getting to know him a little bit, feeling trustworthy, and then that was the climax of his that he blew his nose blood all over you.
It makes a good story.
But not worth it.
No.
So you wouldn't probably sleep with him again if there wasn't no nosebleed? Like, would you say that?
No, because of how he acted afterwards. Whether his nose bled or not, he acted like I was invisible.
Yeah.
I feel like he would not have acted like that if his nose had not
don't-
bled.
I hope
don't-
not.
I
don't
would.
know.
I would guarantee he wouldn't have. He's
Then I'm
just
the cynic.
embarrassed.
Then I'm the cynic. I think that because then
No.
2 weeks later he's in a
Dude,
relationship.
his fucking
Yeah.
nose. Dude, no, his nose fucking bled. All on your. I assume your chest.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah. Okay. So, like, yeah, I would. I probably
She had-
eliminate myself too.
I mean, I guess. To me, see, if I'm doing that, I'd just be like, I am so sorry. Like, the first thing I would
feel
say
like
to
that's
you
how
is, like, I would
we're
approach you and be
humans.
like,
Well,
I'm
I
super
was
embarrassed.
I was gonna say I have more confidence in myself to be
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah,
like,
my bad.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'm super embarrassed. Like,
but
And then
you
I
said
tell you,
you
like,
were
I just don't-
18
Yeah.
and he was.
probably a little
We
older.
said this like 10 times. So like him being young too. Like we're you know.
know.
Like so like him being so young, he was probably embarrassed as fuck.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then he automatically assumed that he didn't have a chance with you anymore, so he just moved on to the next.
I guess.
to me, I think he's a little bitch. Just wipe up the blood and keep going.
Thank you. You would think.
You're being too hard on him.
You're right, I am.
He's a young boy.
He's on fucking steroids. If you want to juice like a man, you better finish like a man.
That was good, yeah.
Put that on TikTok.